How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and today we're talking about some pretty big news that just happened in the credit card and investing world. M1 Finance, my broker of choice, has just released a credit card that pays you cash back rewards up to 10% on the companies of the stocks you own. So let's look at the companies that M1 Finance will give you the cash back rewards on and decide whether or not this credit card has the potential to end up in my wallet. So first things first, the official name of the card is the M1 Finance Owner's Reward Card. And like I just said, the rewards for the card are based on the stocks that you own in your M1 Finance portfolio. There are 3 levels of rewards on the Owner's Reward Card that relate to the stocks you own in your portfolio. Spending at some of those companies that you own will pay you 10% cash back. The next level down is 5% cash back, and the bottom level is 2.5% cash back. Now, all those levels, you have to own the stocks of those companies in your M1 Finance portfolio. Any spending you do on the card outside of those stocks at other companies, other businesses, you get a flat 1.5% cash back. Now seems like a good time to mention that the M1 Owner's Rewards Card is not a free card. If you're a subscriber to M1 Plus, which is M1 Finance's premium subscription, which is $125 a year, it gets you a second trading window, lower margin rates, borrowing, a checking account and debit card, and a few other perks from M1. If you're a member of that already, the M1 Owner's Reward Card will be added into that at no extra charge. So if you're an M1 Plus subscriber, the credit card just kind of sweetens the deal of that package. If you're not an M1 Finance Plus subscriber, you're just a normal free user of M1 Finance like I am, the credit card is going to carry a $95 per year annual fee on it. So we have to keep that fee in mind as we're evaluating the credit card rewards and whether or not we decide if this is worth having. One more thing before we get into the details of the rewards and the companies involved, M1 Finance does make a big deal that this is a metal credit card. And based on some of the other credit card videos I've done along in the past, that matters to a lot of people. So it's not plastic, it's a metal card, so I guess it will feel premium and heavy if that matters to you. So now let's get into the M1 Owner's Reward Card rewards levels, what companies you can get rewards at, what stocks you have to own to do so. Before we get to the rewards, now's a good time to remind you to please hit the like button down on this video if you're enjoying the content. It really helps me and the channel out to help spread this around to other people who may not otherwise see it. So here we are in the page they set up for the M1 Owner's Rewards Card. And the companies that you can get the 10% cash back on your spending are Adobe, AMC, Chewy, Dropbox, GameStop, and a few others down the list here. I'm not going to read them all off to you. Netflix, Spotify, Tesla. When they announced all these companies, the big headliner was Tesla. Everyone like, oh my God, I can get this credit card. I can get 10% off a Tesla. Well, hold up. Because A, Tesla doesn't let you pay for an entire car on a credit card. And B, good luck getting a $60,000 or $70,000 credit limit on a credit card in the first place. So as we look at these companies in the 10% cashback category, there's some hits and misses. Obviously, you can't buy a car and get 10% back at Tesla, but I guess you can get 10% off your charging, your supercharging with Tesla. We have Netflix and Spotify there. Netflix and Spotify, almost everyone has those subscriptions, and getting 10% off sounds really good. But when we slow down and think about it a little, Netflix costs, what, $15 a month? And Spotify subscription is $10 a month? So if you get this M1 Finance credit card and you use it to get 10% back at Netflix and Spotify, well, that's $18 a year at Netflix, $12 over an entire year at Spotify. 10% sounds good on the surface, but not really all that impressive, at least with those companies. Now there's some other subscription kind of services in here where 10% may be a little better. If you use Dropbox or Adobe, a lot of those Adobe subscriptions for Photoshop and Lightroom, Premiere Pro are really expensive, so 10% back on those could be big. And it looks like most of the other things in the 10% off category are things you'd maybe make one purchase on or purchase every now and then, not really something that's going to occur on a regular basis. So then we scroll down to the 5% cashback category. Now what'll stand out to you here when looking at the 5% cashback companies we've got a lot of airlines in there. Almost all the major airlines here in the UPS and FedEx, Chipotle, Domino's Pizza, Starbucks are in here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to see Chipotle there. I eat a ton of Chipotle and getting 5% cash back sounds great to me there. But on some of these other companies, such as the airlines, the word going around right now is that if you're a frequent enough flyer of any of these airlines where you're really gonna be racking up the rewards on that airline, you're still gonna be better off with a specific card for that airline or another travel card than you will be from the M1 card here. So again, with the 5% category, a lot of these companies look like the kind of thing where it looks better at a quick glance than it may actually work out to be in everyday real world use. Finally, we scroll down to 2.5% cash back. We have some big names in here: Amazon, Apple, Airbnb, Best Buy, Costco, Comcast, DoorDash, Lyft, McDonald's, Burger King, Tim Hortons, HBO. Down in this 2.5% category, it seems to be more of your everyday brands, the kind of companies you might spend a lot of money at on a regular basis. One thing I do notice they do here is they make it look a little more robust than it actually is, where they give you Amazon, Audible, Twitch, Whole Foods, and Zappos, but all of that is Amazon if you're an Amazon shareholder. And the same thing down here with AT&T. You get AT&T, DirecTV, HBO. You have to hold AT&T stock for all of those. So it's a more limited amount of companies than it may look at on the surface. And then finally down here at the bottom, any other companies, any other stores or shops or wherever else you may spend money, you're gonna get a flat 1.5% cash back. Another thing you should know about the M1 Owner's Rewards card, and while it hasn't been verified for or against this, the rumor going around right now is there will be a rewards cap on any purchase, where you won't be able to earn more than $20 in any single purchase at any of these companies. So again, if you were thinking about going and buy a Tesla and getting 10% cash back, that's probably gonna be capped on your rewards. They also haven't mentioned anything about an overall rewards cap. A lot of credit cards that are out there will cap the number of total rewards you can get in any given month or year. M1 Finance hasn't said anything regarding that as of yet. And finally, the biggest thing you have to remember about the M1 Finance card is you don't automatically get cash back at all these companies. You can look at the list of your 10% cash back, your 5% cash back, and your 2.5% cash back companies and think, that's great, look at all these places and get rewards too. But you have to remember, you don't get the reward unless you own stock in that company. So if you get this M1 card and you go to Chipotle a lot, you're eating a lot of Chipotle, putting those charges on the M1 card, but you're not a Chipotle shareholder, you're not getting that 5% back reward on your purchases. So if you are going to sign up for the M1 Owner's Rewards card, what I recommend you do is in your M1 Finance portfolio, create a pie, add all of the companies included in the credit card rewards to that pie, and just add that pie to your portfolio as like a 1% allocation, just so you get credit for owning those stocks and you can lock yourself into all of these rewards. And I think that should work because in everything I've read about this and everything I've heard about this, M1 hasn't placed a minimum amount on the stock you need to own in these companies. So I think you can get away with the smallest fractional share that you'll be able to buy at M1 Finance and be good. So unless they change that in the future, I think that's the way to go. So that's the initial look at the M1 Finance Owner's Reward credit card. Let me know what you think. I'll make further videos updating as more information comes out. Maybe they end up spicing this up and making it into a real good credit card that I might want to sign up for. As it stands right now, I think I'll pass, but I'll keep my eye out for more information. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one.